Okay, this episode we were going to talk about Echo Base. Echo. There's no echoes on Hoth. Luke, after nearly being killed by the WAMPA, is now in desperate need of medical care. But he stands alone in the middle of these multicolored bricks, wearing only a diaper. We need to fix this. Hello, welcome to Lobricks, and this week on our LEGO Star Wars Hoth MOC, we are back to Echo Base. We are going to be framing out the rest of the command center, the medical chamber, finally the Echo hallways. So it'll pretty much be the entire base will be framed out after today's episode. Then we are jumping back into the command center. We're putting down some new components. We're pretty much finishing off all of the greeble within the command center, minus some of the flooring and hoses and things like that. And then, as a special surprise, we're going to be adding the Hoth medical chamber onto the MOC. And then finally, we're going to be putting not one, but two minifigures on the MOC. So you're going to want to stick around for that. So with that, let's get to it. Hello and welcome to Lobricks. Today we are going to be finishing off the framework for Echo Base, really the command center area. We are going to be laying down all the remaining white panels, and then we are going to finish the majority of the greebling and the interior of the Echo Base Command Center, and we are going to start the medical bay. So with that, let's get to it, and let's start with laying down some white panels. Before we go any further, I wanted to outline the edge of the command center and the start of the Echo halls, which this is going to be the first Echo hallway here. So I am going to outline in white bricks the edge of the command center. This way we know where the hallway starts and the command center ends. So this is really going to be the hallway, and this is going to be wide open so you can see into the command center. At the same time, when you get around the corner here, these hallways is where you're going to see kind of the full look of the Hoth hallways. So let's frame out the rest of the Echo hallways to the edge, and I guess you'd call that the Hall of Echoes. I'm not sure, but let's keep going on that. Get the white panels all the way to the edge of Echo Base, and then we will focus on framing out the medical bay next. Okay, now that we have the majority of the panels done for the Echo halls, control center, and the medical bay, we need to draw some boundaries here. Just like we did between the command center here and the hangar bay, we need to do the same for the medical bay and the hallways. In fact, it's so white, you can't even see the borders. So let's put down some borders, starting between the hallway, the medical bay, and the command center. Okay, so here is the outline of the medical bay, and I just left this as like a little doorway entrance, even though the entire front is going to be clear, so we can see in from the side of the MOC. Now we have to move to frame out the rest of the command center. So really there's not too much we have to frame out. This is going to be the doorway entrance to the command center, so we really need to frame this back side of the command center where we're going to have additional chairs back here. So let's frame this out. Then I need to build this wall up, and then we can put our final greeble down. All right, so that's the final boundary for the command center. Let's kind of take a look from above. Here are the hallways. Here's the medical bay. Here's the command center. And this is really an extension of the hangar bay, but we are not entirely sure what we're going to do yet. We do want to have the deleted scene with the WAMPA breaking through, which could be down here. So this area right here, we're going to leave open for a little bit. So with that, the next thing we need to do is build up this back wall of the command center, and with a little bit of snotting, not a ton, because there is going to be quite a bit of greebling back here. Anyways, let's build it up. Okay, now it's time to greeble the remaining wall in the Hoth Command Center. Then we're done with that. We can put the remaining pieces down in the Hoth Command Center and add the final wall right here. So let's greeble this wall.
It's you.
Alright, so here is the back wall of the command center. Greeble looking good. And now the last piece we have to do is build this wall, which is really the entrance to the command center. So here is the entrance I have built. There's some flashing red lights along this wall, and there is one piece of greeble I want to add here. It's kind of like a little computer tape deck thing. Actually, let's take that out so you can see it. And pretty much this is all hidden because there's this glass panel behind the ion control station, as I'll call it. Now we just have this one last piece of the wall to build up here, and we have to build this up a little more. So let's do that. All right, so there it is, the entrance to the command center. And now it is time for some greeble. First place we are going to start is by placing some updated chairs along this back wall here. But first we are going to put down some plates, some gray grate pieces, and this I believe is, I'm putting these down because really the people that are working here, their feet are going to freeze unless we have somewhere to put unless we give them somewhere to place their feet. So we're going to put this down really quick, and then we can place the seat. And these are the new seats that we actually got from Creator MOC. And we'll take a closer look at these. All right, there's a closer look at the seats, all three of them, that cool gray back. And now we are going to move over to this corner where we have two more command consoles to put in place. All right, so here is the new seat. Looking pretty cool. To the old seat, the ones that lined up along the right. These ones I wanted to be a little wider, a little more command focus. And again, this is what they're using to monitor the Imperial probe droid.
There's not much left.
What was it?
Droid of some kind. I didn't hit it that hard. Must have had a self-destruct.
An Imperial probe droid.
So I'm just going to build a second one of these, and we can put it on the board. All right, so these are the two that we built, and these are not going to be straight. They're going to be on an angle, and so it's a little tricky to mount them. But what we are going to do is put one of these 2x2 plates with a part on them, stick them on there, and then rotate them. We'll do the same with this one. All right, there we go. Let's zoom in to take a closer look. And before we put the seats down, we need to connect these together, and really they're going to be connecting up into the ceiling through all the hoses and pipes and stuff like that. But for now we just want to connect them together like these three are. So, and then later when we have all of the hoses kind of going along the roof, we are going to connect these to the wall with the hoses and all of that. But for right now, that looks pretty darn good. Take a quick look at the scene, see if it looks close.
What was it?
Droid of some kind. I didn't hit it that hard. Must have had a self-destruct.
Next, we need to put the command module, which is going to be similar to this guy, between these two. And I realized last time I didn't really show you how we built the command module, so here's a quick look at how we did it. All right, so here is our second of what I was calling a server. I did add a slight variation between the two of them, just to give a little bit of a difference. And all right, I know I called it a command module. Really, it's a server, so we are going to put that in its place. And now we need a connector. And there's no real greeble place along here to connect. But I am going to hook the hose up for now, and I'll find a spot along here along the wall to hook it up. Okay, so there it is. The server is in place. And I forgot one thing. We need chairs for these two stations right here. All right, well, there we have it. Let's pan around the entire command center room here. And like I said, we don't have all the hoses, and some of the greeble isn't in place all the way yet. But this is pretty much it. We have the entire command center, the entranceway where a minifigure can walk through, the front side, which is really the entrance from the hangar bay into the Echo hallways. And this is going to be clear from the front, so you can see into the command center. And it's looking pretty good. Actually, it looks, you know, in my opinion, I think it looks awesome, but hey, who am I? So anyways, there is one more thing we want to do before we put our minifigure down, and that is to do something about the Hoth medical bay. And we do want to do custom work on this, but for now, we built, in our recent Friday Fun video, we built the Hoth medical bay. So I'm just gonna set this in here for now, just so we have something temporary, instead of looking at that big white space. All right, and there it is. There is the Hoth medical chamber. Obviously it doesn't have back walls. See right into the rest of Echo Base. But this is really just out of the box, the Hoth medical chamber, which is set number 75203. There's your little medical robot. And it's probably time to add minifigures, and we're going to add two today. One is obvious, because we showed him at the beginning, which is old Diaper Luke. And there he is, getting all fixed up from WAMPA damage. So he is in there, and there is one more minifigure that we want to place as we move over from the medical bay into the command center. And then the second minifigure we're going to put on the board, which was actually sort of spoiled if you watch this Monday's unboxing video, but that's where you kind of get some cool stuff. But anyways, the minifigure is K3PO, and he's not dead yet. He actually does get killed in the Hoth attack, but right now he's just kind of is monitoring this glass display right now. So there he is, K3PO, and then later on in the scene, I think he's kind of like this, just kind of like dead. So anyways, that is going to do it. Kind of a giant update, if you ask me. You know, we got all kinds of stuff going on, and we pretty much have the command center done. It kind of looks like one of them dioramas, even though it's really just a room. But let's see if we come in from this side. There's Leia and Riken talking about getting transports out of here. There is K3PO getting ready to be killed, and all of the cool greebling and control panels and whatnot inside the base, and the Hoth medical chamber. But this is going to be, obviously I want to customize a lot more. This is just out of the box, although it is a pretty cool set, as Assistant recently reviewed it. So with that, there is one last thing we need to discuss, which is where we are going next week. And we are heading back to the trenches. We got more work to do here. Spread it out to that way, maybe even extend it out to this point and extend it that way. But we need to get this done so we can start building onto the top and build the giant entrance to Echo Base. So that's gonna about do it. Thanks very much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one. All right, well, we got a ton done this week. We're getting pretty close to where we can put the top of the entrance on Echo Base. So with that, we hope you liked the video this week. If you did, please like, please subscribe. And also you can think about becoming a member of Lobricks, because we have members only videos like Tatooine that you can watch. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram or our Discord server, where you can chat with other members of the Lobricks community. Also, we have our Friday fun videos, our Monday unboxing videos, and then every Wednesday right here, we are doing our Hoth MOC series. So with that, I am Leaky Trooper. We will see you guys in the next one. I am out of here, and bye.